on the air, baby.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Once again, it's week 10. Pick'em. We got Kareem B.I. Williams in the house. We got Kareem, all that work Cooper in the house. I am DJ WIDEBODY, and it's Pick'em where we sit down and pick the games that matter, which is the NFL games. What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's up? All right.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Nick? What's up, Coop?
It's good to be back another week. It's crazy what's going on. All right.
Good to see y'all, man. We're back for another one.
Back for another one. You might as well put Kareem Coop. Hey, you get his little nickname.
All right. Since you want, you know what? You want this so bad. So here we go.
Here we go.
Kareem Cooper last week's pick'em has an 11-2 record, immaculate record. There you see it, they're posted. I'm 10-3. I could have been 11-2, but congratulations to Coop. He finally broke the double-digit win barrier. He's been waiting to do it, and congrats. So hats off to you. That's why I'm not wearing a hat today, because my hat's off to you, Coop.
Yeah. Thought about me every time. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Last week, Coop 11-2. Vic was 10-3, and I was 9-4. We were games within, striking distance. But Coop, congratulations to you, man. You picked them well, 11-2. Vic, congrats to you, man. So here's what it is.
Everybody did well.
Absolutely.
That Falcons game was different.
Hey, yeah, it was.
You told us so. It's one of those I told you so moments.
Yes, you did.
So, hey guys, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and pick them.
Get it.
All right, let's turn on the first game we got. Man, this one caused a lot of our losses in last week's game. Shout out to the Saints, but also shout out to Dez Bryant for trying to make an attempt to come back for the season. He tears his Achilles or messes his Achilles up. This guy can't catch a break.
In practice? In practice?
You talking about practice?
Practice?
Saints. Huh? Can't catch a break, man.
Nah.
Well, the Saints are going to march into Cincinnati, Ohio, and take on Andy Dalton, the redhead stepchild, and the Bengals against the 7-1 Saints. The Saints are the real deal. I think they're undefeated on the road. I'm not sure.
Road Warriors. They're Road Warriors this year.
Yeah, Road Warriors, man. Paul Brown Stadium today, 1 o'clock. The Bengals versus the Saints. Could this be a trap game? 5-3 Bengals, 7-1 Bengals. 7-1 Saints. Who you got, Vic?
Well, it's definitely not a trap. The only trap is for the Bengals. They're 5-3 for a reason. Yeah, they're playing quality football right now, but the Saints are just unstoppable. They really would have been an absolute machine if Dez could have been healthy, but they really don't need Dez to be the machine that they are. They got a Hall of Fame quarterback. Drew Brees is lighting it up as usual, and as long as they all stay healthy, they're on course to win their division. I got the Saints going in here and winning easily.
Nice. Cool.
Well, I feel the same, man. They have nothing. The Bengals, they got a decent offense, but they're not gonna be able to stop the Saints. Too much. There's got too much going on.
I agree. So you're gonna pick the Saints as well.
Bengals have no defense. They got offense, but they have no defense.
Absolutely no defense.
And the Saints have too much offense.
The question is, at this point, can the no defense, could the offense put up more points than the Saints? And my answer is, question is to that is no. The Saints would have opened it up the long ball with Dez, but they got a nice little short pass game going on. So, man, I don't think the Bengals would have even gave them I don't even think it's even close in this one, even though it's a home game for the Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Saints along with you guys.
Saints about 14 at least.
Yeah.
14 at least.
That's about right.
Moving along, we got we'll talk about this game here. It was the Steelers at home taking on the Panthers, and you shouldn't even have the Panthers secondary out there because they didn't stop anything but a head. They couldn't even stop a head cold out there. The Steelers really showed me something this game. Let's recap on this game. Cam Newton, 193 yards, passing 2 touchdowns. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 47.20 points in my fantasy. He's my fantasy quarterback. 328 yards, 5 touchdowns, man. McCaffrey, 77 yards on the ground, but that guy was running the ball hard. They kept giving him the ball, but he also led reception, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns. Connor man, Le'Veon who? 65 yards, 1 TD.
Le'Veon who?
96 yards, 1 touchdown. Let's talk about this game, guys. Open it up, Coop.
Yeah, I mean, this was a surprise, I know, to everybody. You're lying if you tell me that you thought this would be the final score, anybody.
The line couldn't block either.
They could not block Pittsburgh. They were looking like my Vikings out there, just getting to the quarterback, destroying them. Cam couldn't do anything. I mean, McCaffrey, hey, he showed me something that game. Hey,
yeah, definitely.
No joke, good on purpose guy. But,
it's unfortunate. The Panthers, they do this every year. Either they start off hot or they start off cold, and then midway through the season, as the weather starts changing and the season starts really getting in the full swing, they drop a big turd in their powder blue pants, and they did. They could not go into Pittsburgh and get the victory. They looked really pathetic, lethargic at times, like the offense was lacking. Cam threw some untimely passes. Really, his decision making just didn't look like himself. And the Steelers just look like a complete total team. But the Steelers, this is how they play. This is when they really start turning it up. Now the question is, can they sustain it going into the playoffs? You still got the Patriots, you still got the Chiefs that are ahead of them with the records, and they're going to have to go on the road and be road warriors in order to get to the AFC Championship. So
Absolutely,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, be interested to see. I like how the Steelers showed me something last night. I mean, Thursday night, man, that Steelers team was running on all cylinders. The Panthers don't know no slouches now. You can't sleep on the Panthers. They look, man, the line cannot stop anything. You know how Cam gets fluttered and frustrated and starts whining.
That's all it takes.
Yep. So there's our thoughts on that game. Let's move around to the next game on the docket. We got hold on, that's not right. The Browns. Man, the Browns started out so promising. They got a home game today against the Atlanta Falcons.
They did start off. They started off promising, and I can promise you this: they're going to lose to the Falcons this week. I'm going to go with the Falcons. I didn't go with the Falcons last week. That was all the difference in Coop's 11-2 record. But my hat is off today. I never not wear a hat, and I'm not wearing a hat, so my hat's off to Coop for picking the Falcons last week. But back to this week. The Browns, I promise you, they will lose this game unless Matty Ice is really frozen in ice. They will win this game easily. I got the Falcons.
Cool.
Yeah, the Falcons, man. I mean, we all hope the Browns, my old team when I first started watching football. We all had high hopes for them. We all had high hopes for them. We all did, man. Had high hopes. But, man, like Mayfield, they do have a decent defense. I think they lead the league in takeaways, but they just can't put it together, man. I don't know.
They can't take away a win to save their lives.
Yeah.
And this is the time the Falcons usually kind of start putting it on around this time, and usually they get lucky and get a wild card in the playoffs. They still have a great offense. Browns actually have a good defense, but they just don't have enough. So definitely the Falcons.
Next year, this time, I think we'll be we're singing a different tune. I think the Browns, they keep this core to get gel. They get a decent. I want them to get a young coach. If not, let's get I don't think a legendary coach is the answer for this team. They're going to be looking. This is a very nice, appealing job if you think about it. They got a real young core, but I just don't see them beating the Falcons. Although the Falcons are 4-4, I just don't see them beating the Falcons. But I will not be surprised if the Browns would win this game. Actually, I'm going to go out on a limb, man. I'm going to take the Browns in this one.
Wow.
See what happens when your team wears gray stocking pants.
Oh, come on. Don't start that, man.
See what happens when you got the Giants' gray pants. They're cutting off the oxygen to Wide's fucking scalp. And that's what's happening. You already picked the Browns. You got the Browns, buddy. You run with the Browns, and we already know you're going to be.
I'm going to pick the Browns. I'm not going to.
You're going with the Browns. You're going to be 7-6 again.
You got them. You got to make it interesting. I'm going with the Browns.
Okay, you make it interesting. To have a couple of losses.
Win. I'm going to be hitting y'all up on the chat.
No, you're not, because I'm going to block the fuck out of you like a goddamn fucking Cowboys offensive lineman.
Why you got to block me, man?
Not no more. Cowboys lying shit now.
All right, we got so that's that for that game. Okay, this is a very interesting game coming up. We got the home game, Soldier Field. The Bears 5-3 hosting the Lions 3-5. The Lions, I don't know, man. The Lions are 3-5 though. The Bears are 5-3. Go ahead, take it away, Coop. Who we got in this game, man?
Definitely the Bears, man. The Lions couldn't block nobody. The Vikings, man, franchise record 10 sacks on them, man. They can't do nothing. The only chance they have is if they can run the ball with that rookie, carry on. But the Bears have a little bit too much. Bears got a pretty good defense. I don't really like the quarterback that much. It's okay. But compared to Detroit, and then again, it is a division rival. You can't forget that.
Yes.
So they can go either way, but I still would have to go with the Bears this one. I don't see Detroit winning. They should not got rid of Golden Tate. That was a big mistake. I don't understand that move. But I was glad last week.
I know you were glad.
Because he hurts us a little bit. But hey.
Wow. So you take the Bears. Big.
I don't think it'd be a blowout.
All right.
I gotta agree with Coop with this one. You know, Trubisky's shredded wheat. Trubisky's playing very well. You know, playing above what we thought he'd be playing at this level of his career and the season. He's a good game manager right now until they get more pieces on offense. And you know, the Lions. I mean, no, they're lethargic. I just don't like how they're playing. The Bears should be able to hold it down at home, even with Khalil Mack out this week. I'm going to go with the Bears. The Bears, it'll be a close game, but I'm going with Chicago.
Nice. I'll go ahead and follow suit. I just thought the lines are too shaky.
No. Pick the Browns.
No, I can't.
Pick the Browns again for this game.
Come on,
pick the Browns.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Bears with you guys. Bears 5-3, home game. The Lions are shaky. Yeah, they beat the Lions. When they went down and beat the Dolphins, I thought they were for real. But the last week, 10 sacks, man, that was crazy. So I will go with the Bears. So we're all for the Bears on this week. Moving along. Here's a meaningless game. Here's some practice game, Coach. Hope nobody tears their. We got the 2-6 Cardinals going to visit the Kansas City Chiefs, sitting there at 8-1. You got the MVP standings in. Mahomes is leading. He's the candidate for MVP this year. Let's spend 2 minutes on this one. Go ahead, take it away, Vic.
I'm not going to spend 2 seconds on this one. The Chiefs.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with him.
Chiefs. I'm not talking about it.
Chiefs, this is a waste of time. Chiefs.
Can we please get Larry Fitzgerald on a team that's actually contending? He's wasting his career in his Cardinal uniform. Like, go to a team where you can get a championship. Hey. Like, you're gonna play your whole career for this sorry team?
For real.
Like, really?
Gotta be loyal.
Larry, you could be loyal to a fault, but when the team and the organization isn't loyal to you and gets the pieces around you to get a championship, it's time for you to move on. The closest they got was against the Steelers about 8 years ago, and they lost that game. So can you just move on? Like, hey, Larry, I'm talking. Hey, boy, get out of there. Get out of there while you still can. Go to New Orleans.
That might
take a veteran minimum. Go to New Orleans, get you a championship, and retire on top. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
He's kind of turned into Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was like that with Philly. Wanted to stay loyal. They went the 1 year. They couldn't beat the Lakers. The Lakers destroyed them. Won game 1, and that was it. Shaq and Kobe just diminished them, destroyed them. But they stayed loyal, just like Larry. He had his one chance. He couldn't get it done. It's time to just go, Larry.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Just get out of there. Even Peterson wants out. The cornerback, he wants out.
Man, come on.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald, man, how can you suit up every week knowing that this team not have a chance? You're 35 years, almost 35 years old. Let's go to a contender, man. You were low enough when Anton Bolden hauled that. You should have followed suit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move along. We're all for the Chiefs. Next game.
I got one side note. David Johnson, you're killing me. This is my first pick in one of my drafts. You're not doing. It's probably not his fault.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything. I was happy to get that pick. I like David Johnson.
He was a big favorite, man, this year to be a real standout, man. But he just fell in the mud. It's the same thing with the we'll talk about the Packers a little bit later. Okay, next game in Tennessee, the Titans shocked the world. They beat the Cowboys at home. Titans are 4-4. They're hosting the 7-2 New England Patriots. Some say the AFC representative.
And hold up 1 second. That was the game I said I wanted to go with the Titans, and that's the game that cost me 11-2. I knew the Titans could go in there and get that win. I said my heart is with the Titans, but I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys. I should have stuck with the Titans, man.
Yeah, you did.
I told you the Titans could go beat them. The Cowboys couldn't beat their way out of a damn white beater at a poolside next to Miami. I don't know what I'm saying, but they suck. Cock. Craig, your team sucks, cock. big time cock. And you need a brand new owner. You need a brand new coach. You need a brand new everything. That stadium is the best thing you got, and you can't even win there. The Titans came in there and made you their hoe, bitch.
Hey, that stadium not good for football. It's good for Sierra concerts and
party and bullshit. I'm hosting my next big event at the Cowboy Stadium. I want 20,000 people there, and everybody gets in for half price, and it's all you can drink for 5 hours because that's all it's good for is hosting parties because they can't play football in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. So we got the Titans coming off that big win against the Cowboys, hosting the 7-2 Patriots. Who you got, Coop?
Patriots, man. I ain't even going to spend too much time on this one either. Patriots, even though I don't want to discredit the Titans. I mean, they got a good young quarterback when he wants to play good. But Patriots, I ain't going to waste too much time.
Hey, man, you see that Josh Gordon-Brady connection starting to come into fruition.
Exactly. They're getting that chemistry, yeah. I'm not going to waste time either. Don't even have to have Patriots. We're
all for the Pats. We're all for the Pats. Moving along. We got the down in Tampa. We got the 3-5 Buccaneers.
Oh, this is a tricky one.
The 5-2 Washington Redskins. They took a big L last week. I picked them. I'm still going to ride with them. I'm going with the Redskins in this one. Home game for the Bucs. I don't care if it was in the living room game. The Bucs are not beating the Redskins. This one, Adrian Peterson has over 150 yards rushing. This is my opinion.
Possible.
Go ahead, take the Redskins. Go ahead. Take it away, Coop.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Redskins, too. I mean, the only bad thing with the Redskins, they lost a lot of linemen. A lot of linemen and injuries. But the Bucs still have no defense.
Right.
And I think Alex Smith is not turning the ball over.
Nah.
We all know the year the AP is having.
Good point.
Now the Bucs do make a lot of big plays on offense, but they give up a lot of big ones on defense.
Good option.
So there's really no way I see them winning. Unless they could overpower that black ass offensive line the Redskins have, man. But I'm still going to go with the Skins.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Go ahead. Take it away, Vic.
Redskins. I don't have anything else to say. Redskins.
Yeah, just moving on.
All right.
Move that one along.
Moving along.
Not the Bills and the Jets. Not the Bills and the Jets. No.
Next one we got is another Bumbo, another division rivalry here. We just covered this a couple weeks ago. They're playing each other again. The Jets 3-6, the Bills 2-7. Vic, you being the Bills fan here. You go ahead and take this one away, sir.
Good.
Nobody circles the wagons more than the Buffalo Bills. My father was a dedicated fan. I tried to be dedicated for years, then I broke away. We all know what team I follow. It's not the Rams. I do that to piss off Craig Shannon and his fat pot belly. So everyone knows that I'm a Charger fan. But I'm going to say this. This is a bum bowl from beginning to end. This is bad news bears all over again. This is the game, if you pick wrong, could really, fuck up your record for the week. I mean, it could go either way. Both of these teams are terrible. Who do you go with? Who are you going to really go with? And guess what? Darnold is out. Darnold's not even playing. So, do you go with I'm going to take the Bills. Wow. I'm going with the Bills.
Okay.
I'm going with the Bills too. I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
Bills actually have a pretty good defense. I found out. I didn't know the defense was good. They actually got a good defense.
As long as no one leaves at halftime, they're good.
Bills.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback this week. The Jets. I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I don't know who the backup is, but I don't care if Brian Flutie was the backup in New York. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Jets. It's a home game. They got the fireman out there with his hat. Last time we went to the Bills Jets game. It was Kotite was coaching, and the Jets still found a way to lose it. I just don't see him doing that again. I'm gonna go with the Jets, man.
No, go with the New Jersey Generals. Why? go with the USFL Jersey Generals.
Generals over with 7 points.
Yeah, with that, no, not even with 7, just a straight victory. You going with the Browns, go with the Jersey Generals as well. Just pull everybody out of your fucking hat. Just go with whoever you want to go with.
This is a hard one, though, really. It honestly is a hard one. I don't know, but I'm just going with the Bills.
Right. Last time these teams met was last November 2nd. It was a 34-21 win for the Jets. So we'll see what happens this time. Maybe a split. But hey, I gotta risk it sometimes. Okay, the next game. This one could be possibly another bum bowl. In Lucky Land, Indianapolis, Indiana, we got
Jags.
3-5 Colts hosting the 3-5 Jaguars. It felt like the Jaguars has been out of football for a month, but they're back this week to take on the Colts. Coop. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vic. Take this one away.
I'm going with the Colts. I don't even know. This one's going to cost me, but I don't see the Jags doing much. They have fallen completely off the wagon. Bortles is back drinking alcohol like he never left the side of a barn. He's an alcoholic. He doesn't belong in a quarterback's uniform. You're terrible. Your name translated in Greek means the one who drinks many ivory tusks. I just don't believe in you. Your team sucks. Your secondary is not what it used to be. You have no respect. You lost to Dallas 40-7. Yeah, and Luck is back playing. Even though he doesn't have much of a offense, he makes things happen down there. I'm gonna go with the Colts, and I don't care because the Jags really stands for facts.
Go ahead, Coop.
Well, with this one, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jags. I mean, he got Fournette's back. They play different. I know you don't really like him much, Vic, but when he's out there, they play different.
He's
They play
slow.
different. Yeah, but they play different. They play different. I mean, he scores. They control the ball more, and statistically, they still do have a pretty good defense. I thought they fell off, but when I checked it out, they actually still have a good defense. So I'm going with the Jags. I mean, Luck
Oh
actually
man.
playing good, but what else does he have? Luck got to run around and do all. Jags. I'm going with the Jags.
Man.
He don't have anything.
Last time this team met was December 3rd of last year. The Jags beat the Colts 30-10. Obviously, this is a different team on the field. Jaguars had a week to rest. They just came back from London. The Colts, I think the Jaguars, if Fournette is back, I'm going to have to go with the Jaguars. But
Yeah, it's different. What do you think?
Jaguars, Vic for the Colts. We'll see. Somebody who's going to be definitely losing that one. Okay, the next game, we got the Raiders. 1-7 in last year in the Bay. Going against the 6-2 hot-hand Chargers. Hot-handed Phillip Rivers takes his team up. They're going up north from Cali. The Raiders. Vic's team. This is Vic's team, man. I'll let him take it away. Go ahead, Vic.
There's not much to say here. They're 1-7. It's a bunch of child's play to us. Hashtag John Gruden. You don't have a chance in hell in beating us. Phillip Rivers is playing really well this year. Of course, Melvin Gordon's running the ball like a maniac. We got a lot of young, good receivers. Our defense is playing great. Bosa's playing well, and he's got that line doing a lot of good things. I'm going to stick with my squad. We go to 7-2 this week. We're right behind the Chiefs in the AFC West. Chargers, Superchargers. Let's go.
Nice. Cool.
Come on, man. This ain't even worth discussing either. We know the Chargers going to destroy it.
It isn't. But you know what's funny? When they made this schedule, you probably thought this would probably be the game of the week because Gruden was going to come in and turn this team around. Man, this team will be contending for definitely a division and definitely deep in the playoffs.
I like Melvin Gordon.
My back in fantasy, man. He always gets me points.
I like Melvin. I like that second string back. I keep forgetting his name, but he's deadly too. We got
we got a good backup.
They do.
They got good young receivers, like you said. Allen is one of the better receivers in the league, even though he's not talked about as your Odell Beckhams and all the other guys. He's one of the better receivers in the league. And
Gruden
having an MVP season. Phillip Rivers really is having an MVP season.
When they let the punter go, like I said, they basically got rid of all their culture, man. 4 players, Cooper, Marshawn's hurt, Mack, and the damn punter. How do you cut the punter? Guy's not a bad punter. I don't know, man. I think this Raider team is all wrong this year. Hopefully Gruden will bounce back next year because I kind of like this Raider. I've always been a silver and black attack. I always had respect for them, so it's good, man. So I got the Chargers. We all got the Chargers. Let's spend no more time on this game. The next game, moving up. I don't know. This one could be tricky. The Rams coming off a loss to the Saints. They're at home. There's nothing but good football being played in LA right now. We can say that. The 4-4 Seahawks come into town to visit. Got Russell Sierra leading the charge. The Rams, go ahead, take it away, Coop.
Okay, with this one, of course, it's hard. I'm gonna go with the Rams, but I don't know. Seattle's not that bad. Russell Wilson running around with his curly little afro making plays, and
Got to do boy.
And you got to do
think
boy.
we got to do boy, and I think the Rams. But I got to be honest with you, I think the Rams defense is slightly overrated. The Rams, their offense is good. Their defense is slightly overrated. Marcus Peterson is getting beat up and down the field. I'm surprised. I thought he was one of the better young shutdown corners in the league, but every time he goes up against a good receiver, he's getting beat, getting frustrated, getting beat. But I still got to give it to the Rams. I think they bounced back on this one, and and they tied Russell Wilson down and cut that throw off.
All right.
So,
It won't be close. It won't be close. The Rams, they're a machine. Yes, they went up against the Saints last week, and even in a loss, they scored 38 points. The Seattle Seahawks don't score 38, and their defense can't stop the Rams over 4 quarters. You saw even last week as the game went on, the Saints started losing momentum. You saw what happened. The Rams can come right back on you and get right back in the game. The Seattle Seahawks don't have a defense to sustain or stop all the weapons they have. Gurley, Cup. They have way too many weapons. They get back on track this week. The Rams in a blowout.
Absolutely. I think I don't know. I won't be surprised if it's a blowout, but I don't expect one. But I won't be surprised. Seahawks, you're right. You nailed it. The defense will not be able to sustain that offense. The Rams are pissed off. They lost that game last week. I think the Rams go out at home and show why they should be at the top of the NFC and why they're going to go to the Super Bowl. So I'm still sticking with the Rams, even though, hey, get that game out the way. They lost a game. I think they go off the sheet and win out. So
exactly.
We're all for the Rams. Moving along, this game, man. And I want to. This is going to be our topic for the week. Here, this team, the Packers. The Packers 3-4-1, like Vic would say, a hockey team record. In Lambeau Field, the Dolphins come to town 5-4. They still got a winning record, 1 game over 500. The Dolphins and the Packers. The Packers, man, real 2 weeks, man, but they've been playing their hearts out. Not really a team. Aaron Rodgers, all with his arm, almost beat the Rams, almost beat the Pats. Man.
He didn't almost beat the Pats. They got blown out by the Pats.
I mean, it's showing as far as him going into the game. I mean, them guys, they gave him.
Would you guys stop giving Aaron Rodgers the golden trough? He is not that great of a quarterback. He's good, but he's not in the top 2 quarterbacks in the league. It's still Brady. It's still Brady's world. You got Breeze and Mahomes. He's behind those 3 guys. He's behind those 3 guys. He's got 1 Super Bowl win to his credit. He's got 1 Super Bowl win to his credit. 1! And everybody wants to make him the golden fleece, the Rick. Oh, my God. He plays so hard. He is not that great, man. He's overrated. He's a diva. They cater to him.
I'm not going to win this one because Coop can't stand him and you can't, obviously. Don't give him any respect. So.
Oh, no, you're not going to win. Put on your gray tights.
Yeah, go ahead and put them on.
Put your gray tights on.
Okay. Well, you guys, who do you got in the game though? You gonna pick them?
Yeah, I mean, I hate it, but yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Even though I hate it, right? I'm gonna go with it.
So you gonna pick them?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick them.
Vic?
Just the Dolphins. Dolphins don't convince me. I mean, they quarterback. Like, who they got? Oslin Wilder.
I'm not going with that German Hitler impersonator. You can forget it. He's 6'8" for no reason. You can see over the entire Twin Towers, and you still can't find a receiver. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. It's cold up there now. Miami's not going to go up there and win. They're going to have arthritis in their bones and in their pads. I'm going with Green Bay, but he still is not in the top 3 quarterbacks in the league. He's not.
Give me the top 5 right now in the league.
I'm not going top 5 because that's too easy. Top 3 in no order: Brady, Breeze, and Mahomes. That's it.
I'm nowhere near an Aaron Rodgers fan. I really don't like the guy. From watching him and seeing what he has on his team. Don't be surprised when you see him in the Patriots.
One of the better receivers in the league. Why don't you think like he don't got nothing? That boy's good. Adams is a good receiver.
Yeah,
that boy's good. He's a very good receiver.
Yep.
They keep lying. He's not Tom Brady, the only one that does that with nothing.
Right.
Trying to put Aaron Rodgers there. He don't do this. The only thing I do with Aaron Rodgers, physically, like he's gifted, but that doesn't make you the best.
No,
I'm not saying he's the best. He's a quarterback though. He's not the
He's
best.
not. He's not in the top. He's not in the top 3. Let's stop trying to give more slots so we can slide him in the top. He's not top 3 in the league.
Who
and that's
says? Everyone says top 5 though.
I don't care if everyone says it. We don't. We're not saying it.
Come on,
We're
man.
not saying it. Jadakiss says top 5. Top 5, dead or alive. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Top 3 in the league. He's not top 3.
He's in the top 5.
Yeah, okay. I'm in the top 5 lyrically of unsigned rappers ever. So what? Doesn't mean shit. He's not the best.
I'm not saying he's the best. I never said.
I can't stand him wide, and you're not going to win this battle.
Coop,
come on, Coop. Let's get him. Let's get wide.
Mahomes, when he sucks next year, and he's not nowhere near.
He's not going to suck. He's not going to suck.
Then we'll talk next year. Okay,
let's get off this game.
Last damn game, division. Goddamn, we got the Golden Eagles.
Oh God.
Going against the Dallas Cowboys, 4-4 Eagles against the 3-5.
Goodness,
very disappointing Cowboys. Jerry Jones, everyone knows. Plays. They run the ball on first down, go for it all on second, dump past the third and kick on fourth. Garrett needs to go. Sorry, I just had to say that. Go ahead, take it away, Vic.
The Dallas Cowboys on offense are like Hulk Hogan in the wrestling ring. You know exactly what he's going to do when he's going to get pumped up for the crowd, when he's going to throw you against the ropes and clothesline you and then drop the leg, drop and put the foot in your face, and the match is going to be over. In this case, Dallas does all of that, but they can't get any scores and they can't win any games. The Eagles will win. They'll rebound. It's very simple. They're still going to win that division. They'll be right there at the end. I'm going with the Eagles. Cowboys, you suck cow shit, and Craig, your belly is round like a Buddha on a true religion symbol. I'm going with the Eagles.
Well, yeah, Eagles, man, Eagles. I ain't gonna say too much on this. I mean, the Dallas Cowboy line is not what it was. I don't know what's up with that offensive line. The line is not what it was. Man, let's get through with this, man. I'm still at work. Y'all got me all here all damn day. Let's get up here. Let's get up. Wow, don't you got to go somewhere? Let's get this finished, man.
Who you got? You got the Eagles, man?
Yeah. I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay. I'm going to go. I will never again bet with the Cowboys for the rest of the season. Yeah, the Cowboys are horrible. Like I said, their field is not for playing football, but for having Beyonce concerts. They couldn't cut themselves out of a wet paper bag with scissors in his hands. So I'm going with the Eagles, too. We're all for the Eagles and the Monday night football game. Before they sat down and made this schedule, they said, hey, this was going to be a great Monday night game. But it might be because 2 sorry-ass teams are playing. Before you say anything about our stockings, let me tell you what. The 49ers are 2-7. They played awesome football last week against the Raiders. That means nothing. And you got the 1-7 Giants. Levi Stadium Giants had a bye last week. Maybe they sat down and figured some things out. I'm going to go ahead and pick my team. I cannot pick the 49ers in this one. I would take it back to 1990 NFC Championship game. The Giants need to take it back there and get this win. So I'm picking the Giants. Go ahead. Take it away, Coop.
I'm going with the 49ers. I like the little third-string quarterback. I like the way he played. They got the little fast track star from Ethiopia, wherever he's from. I forget his name. Who's this guy there? Hey. They got one of the better backs. We having a good year. I can't compare him to the great, but he having a good year.
Yeah.
But, the Giants can't figure it out, man. The offensive line sucks.
They're done.
Eli needs to go. I'm sorry.
It's over. It's over for them.
No, they got two good players. That's it. So
it's unfortunate.
Vic?
Niners, let's continue.
All right. So you guys,
what's the Thursday night game? Are we going to do that for the points? I mean, we already said.
Let's do it. Let's move along. I'll be next week. Hey, we can do it. It'd be cool.
Now, whoever picks well, how are we going to do this? The Thursday night winner, we picked that. What was that count for 2 wins?
Let's go for 2. You guys want to do 2?
It'll be like a 2-point conversion.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's the Thursday game? Let's do it.
All right, let's check it out. I gotta find it. Excuse me.
God. In the meantime, I just want to say, last night there was a tragedy. I want to say rest in peace to Randolph Goodman, Lewis Goodman's brother, who was murdered last night. Good guy, good father. He leaves behind many kids, and it's really unfortunate that we're still dealing with violence in the neighborhood at this late stage of the game. We're all older now, And for this to happen to him is just an absolute tragedy. Rest in peace to Randolph Goodman, aka King. You will be missed.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hold on, let's find the game. Hold on, we're still here. Week 11.
Did the game end up in London somewhere? I mean, how come it's not on the schedule? What's happening?
We're finding it. Thursday night's game, we got the Packers and the Seahawks.
Wow.
Thursday night, 8:20, 11:15.
Wow.
That's kind of a hard one.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to pick. I would like to see how they play this week to be able to pick that one.
You got it.
It's kind of hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the man. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the man.
Kind of hard.
Tough one. Well, we
this is for 2 points. This is a 2 point. This is for 2 wins.
2 wins. Yep.
This could put you right back in the running.
So the standings will not come out until next Friday.
Right.
So,
oh man. Oh no.
Where's the game being played? First of all,
the game's gonna be in Seattle.
Mm.
They're sleepless.
So this game counts for 2, but it doesn't count against your record. Let's just make that for the record. It'll add 2 wins, but it won't take away from your overall win loss column. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go first since we're all sitting here acting like this is a Rubik's cube. I'm gonna go with Seattle to win at home.
All right, Q.
Me too. I'm a piggyback off him. Hey, I'm going with Seattle too.
Yeah.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think it's gonna be a decent game. I see the Packers. I'm gonna take the Packers.
Good. You should. You really should. You
Great.
go with the Packers.
Great.
You keep going with Aaron Rodgers and your gray pants. Everybody just keep doing their gray pants dance.
All right, so let's go. Let's recap what we got. The Saints and the Bengals. We're all for the Saints. Falcons. Vic and Coop for the Falcons. I'm with the Browns, and I got 10 points. Lions and the Bears.
You don't got nothing. Like, come on, would you stop? Like, it's a straight up pick. Pick them.
All right, Lions and the Bears. We're all for the Bears. Cards and the Chiefs. We're all for the Chiefs. Patents and the Titans. We're all for the Pats. Skins and the Bucks. We're all for the Skins. Bills and the Jets were split there. Coop and Vic for the Bills. I'm for the Jets. Jaguars and the Colts. Coop and Y for the Jaguars. Vic for the Colts. Chargers and Raiders. Obviously, we're all for the Chargers. Hawks and the Rams. Vic, Coop, and Wide. We're all for the Rams. Dolphins and the Packers. We're all for the Packers. Dallas and the Eagles. Are you kidding me? We're all for the Eagles. Giants and the 49ers. I'm for the Giants. Vic and Coop are for the 49ers. And for the bonus game, week 11, the Packers and the Seahawks. Vic and Wide. Actually, you know what? Okay. Vic and Wide for the Seahawks. I'm for the Packers. I could say we should use that Thursday game for our next week's shit, and it'd be 2 points counted towards our record. That way, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, all in favor say yay.
I think we should use it for our next game. Because we're covering the schedule, more games, more to win, more to lose, and there's a bonus games. We'll get 2 points that are also catapult us as far as week 11 is concerned.
2 wins if you get the Thursday night game going towards the following week. I'm all for it. Whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
All right, that's cool, man. Good pick this week. Congratulations to Coop for taking the title this week.
Good job.
Redeem yourself, buddy. I thought you lost it a little bit. I knew
I'm still 10-3. What are you talking about?
I knew when I texted you and you said you were at the barbershop getting a Dubois. I knew there was going to be hell to pay. So, congratulations to you.
Me and you. What are you talking about?
Dubois. Well, hey, let's give them the definition of a Dubois. People want to know what a Dubois is.
Dubois is a round, perfect afro from the 80s from a show called Benson. Google it. You'll see Robert Guillaume has the perfect fro, and Coop used to have the perfect little round fro as he walked the streets with that big, long trench leather coat that he had on with the strings on it at the top as he dated a track star in high school and many others on the level that I found out many years later as I started trickling through the streets. And you sneaky bastard. But I want to say that the Robert Guillaume afro is world known. It's the Benson Dubois. It's the Kareem Dubois.
The theme song is
The perfect accent.
Dun, 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 dun. It's the Kareem, the Kareem Benson Coupe Dubois.
All right, fat boy, you're getting a little bit too much from me now. I gotta touch back.
Hey, fat
You white boy, you want to be my toy?
But yo, I gotta get out of here, man. I ain't
All right, come on. You gotta get back to work. You're gonna get this man fired. He's got his walkie-talkie going off. It sounds like he's backing up a pickup truck. We gotta go. It's been Pick'em. Hey, go pick the Cleveland Cavaliers. Go ahead and pick your sorry teams. What? I'm out of here.
For Kareem V.I. Williams and Kareem Cooper, I'm DJ WIDEBODY, and this was Pick'em. Please check us out on the playback. Shout out to the chat. We'll catch you son of a bitches later. Good luck to you. Football, week 10. Hey!